Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? Technical business writing students. Today we have a new topic in technical business writing class. Use of passive and active voice. What is passive voice and what is active voice? We will start this from the first slide. To explain what active and passive voice are in writing. Goal. Number 2. To explain why active voice is usually the better choice for science writing. To help you learn how to write with active voice instead of passive voice. Objectives. Why we study active voice and passive voice. By the end of this tutorial, you should be able to articulate what passive and active voice are, recognize them in writing, understand how we use them in psychology writing, change passive voice phrasing to an active voice in your own writing. Active voice संग इस्तेमाली संग change कीगी, passive voice था और passive voice संग change कीगी, active voice था. What are active and passive voice? Listen now. Active and passive voice refers to whether the subject or the object in the sentence performs the action of the verb. Active or passive voice way refer कीगी तुशिता che aya subject yo action amal ke ya object yo amal ya yo action ke pajumla ke. In active voice, the subject performs the action of the verb. The active voice ke subject amal ke. But passive voice ke object amal ke. In passive voice, the object performs the action of the verb. For example, active voice. The subject performs the action of the verb. Example, the student, look at here, the student presented the talk. The student, this is the subject, student is a subject, presented the talk, the action of the verb. Sayna, مثل تموجد سويو شيء active voice هذا sentence या هذا words चपागे के सुशे अमल कई subject यो अमल कई कार कई सही ना. The next slide, this active voice. The subject performs of the verb. The subject performs the action of the verb. Example, the article summarized the research. Article is a subject, summarized the action of the verb. Passive voice. What is passive voice? The object performs the action of the verb. But देखिए passive voice के सुशे की ये object performs कई action अमल कर कई सही ना. The talk was presented by the student. The talk was presented by the students. Presented, it's the action of the verb and student the object. So you show? The object performs the action of the verb. Example, the research was summarized by the article. Summarized, it's the action. Summarized is the action of the verb by the article. Article is our object. What is subject? Subject means the doer of an action. And what is object? The receiver of an action is called object. Okay. How do active and passive voice differ? Differ means different. Active voice, the passive voice, not so far clearly. The examples just shown are the same in the terms of what actually happens. In both cases, the student did the presenting. तो द्वारा जुमलों के active voice और passive voice के student अमल कर रहे हैं सही ना. In both cases, the article did the summarizing. और ये द्वारा जुमलों के article summarizing कर रहे हैं सही ना. So how are they different? That's the way you will know. How do active and passive voice differ? Active voice is direct. Active voice direct है और passive voice indirect है. मिसाल इस तास बदरकम चिकला خير مثال بنتهم رازين لاندي مثال نشتدي دلتهم قديدي هذا definition كو the subject directly acts on the object. But active voice के subject directly अमल कई object बंदे सही ना. The tone is clear and immediate, as if you throw a ball directly at a target. Which kala tasu yo ball akhlay or throw wala yu pasifi bande pa target bande directly wala sayda like misal tir rakhle or khoshe ke pa target bande. This is called direct yeah, we can say active voice. Sayda active voice kala yo subject direct amal kai sayda pa object bande. Active voice way. The target gets all the force of the ball. मतलब दा ची subject अमल कई और object हागा अमल receive कई सही ना. Active voice. This is the ball and this is the target. So this is called active voice. Whenever we throw the ball to the main target, this is the direct relationship between a subject and object. Okay. How do active and passive voice different? Passive voice is indirect. Altamunga active voice is a direct and passive voice is an indirect. The subject is acted on by the object. Subject way act kai per sushi bande per object bande. The tune is rounded out, as if you bounce a ball off a wall to hit a target. The wall and the target both get some of the forces of the ball. So the impact is not as strong or clear. Dalta tas example ugore bya pipide. Alta mungawe che direct ya active voice che kala munga ball rakhalu au direct maga target ulu sayda dita munga direct ago. Da example work kare au indirect che kala munga ball pa diwal ba ulu au diwal na munga target bana hakau. This is called passive voice. What do active and passive means? Active or passive se matlab hai. In the active voice, the agent or person, thing doing the action. The active voice ke agent, person, thing amal kai action kai sayda is the subject of the sentence. Chahaya person ya thing zamunga the sentence se subject dagita munga active voice way sayda. For example, the dog bit the mailman. This is active voice. Okay, this is active voice. The dog bit the mailman. Active voice. They took the kids for a walk. This is active voice. This sentence is an active voice. Okay, whenever we want to change and whenever we want to change it to passive voice, how we can change it? The kids were taken for a walk, or the kids were taken for a walk by their moms. So this is what? This is passive voice and this is active voice. Look at here. This is have the direct relationship between subject and object, but here we have some indirectly sentences. Okay, some indirect relationship between object and subject. Kevin took a picture. This is an active voice sentence. Whenever we want to change it in passive voice, a picture was taken. A picture was taken by Kevin. Kevin took a picture. A picture was taken, or we can say a picture was taken by Kevin. This is passive voice. Okay. Examples. In the sentence, James hit the ball. The verb hit is the active voice. In other words, the form hit shows that the subject James did the action. The sentence James hit the ball is an active sentence. In the sentence the ball was hit by James, this is a passive voice, a passive sentence. The verb was hit is in the passive voice. In other words, the form was hit shows that the subject, the ball, was affected by the action. The sentence, the ball was hit by James, is a passive sentence. Here are some more examples. Active voice, the ball hit Janet. The ball hit Janet. We ball pa Janet bande ulagi do. Whenever we want to change it to passive voice, Janet was hit. Look, Janet was hit. Or we can say Janet was hit by the ball. This is passive voice and this is active voice. This is another example. He wrote a letter. Whenever we want to change it to passive voice, the letter was written. The letter was written by him. This is the second example. The mailman carried the mail. This is an active voice. This sentence is an active voice. Okay. Whenever we want to change it to passive, so how we can make it? The mail was carried, or we can say the mail was carried by the mailman. Okay, this is the summary. Hope you learned something from this slides. Inshallah. Beside this, I'm going to send you in your LMS some notes in Word form. Read this. Just listen this video, and after that you can read more explanation, more information about active voice and passive voice in your notes. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you're fine. See you inshallah in the next lecture. Bye.